Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're going to unpack exactly how to stop grinding for empty views and start building an elegant content engine that passively generates highly qualified leads. If you're exhausted by the content game and just want the right content funnel system to generate leads, you are definitely in the right place.
Seriously, ask yourself right now, are you completely drained by the endless daily content grind? You know the feeling. You're posting day after day, yet your bloated traditional marketing funnels just continue to leak leads and burn cash. It kind of feels like a treadmill, right? You have to run faster and faster just to stay in the exact same place.
Well, the sources make a super interesting distinction here. The old way of generating leads relies on desperately creating traffic. It pushes people through these complex, low-trust funnels that require massive ad spend and inevitably result in burnout. The new way? The content flywheel. It elegantly channels existing buyer traffic into a high-trust automated system. It literally gives you passive attention and just immense leverage.
To show you what's actually possible when you get this right, our sources revealed that one creator generated an astounding $20 million in direct profit. $20 million! And here's the kicker. That came from a single piece of Flywheel content that gathered over 9.6 million views. It literally paid them to acquire customers. That's the power of this system.
So here's our roadmap for today. 1. The old funnel is dead. 2. Enter the content flywheel. 3. The Flywheel VSL asset. 4. Mining feeder video traffic. 5. Engineering trust and influence. And 6. Building your passive machine.
All right, let's jump into section 1. The old funnel is dead, and why conventional marketing is basically just burning you out.
The sources highlight a really critical strategy called problem matching, and this is absolutely crucial. It proves that if you don't validate your audience's specific struggles using their exact language, everything else you say just sounds like white noise. Think about it. If they're talking about stalled growth and burnout, and you open by bragging about your credentials, yeah, you've already lost the lead. Think about traditional funnels for a second. You cast this massive net at the top. They focus entirely on broad awareness, which results in a staggering drop-off by the time you reach the conversion stage. You're basically forced to constantly pour really expensive traffic into the top just to squeeze out a tiny trickle of actual leads and conversions at the bottom. It's exhausting. Moving on to section 2. Enter the content flywheel. This is the paradigm shift in digital leverage. Now, what's really cool about the flywheel approach is that it completely flips that broken, high-resistance model totally upside down. It takes your bottom-of-the-funnel conversion asset and brings it right up to the top. It actually becomes your most watched piece of content. So your main asset is simultaneously acting as both the initial attractor and the ultimate converter from day one, pulling in highly qualified leads effortlessly.
Section 3. The Flywheel VSL asset, the core engine of your entire business.
So, your Flywheel video sales letter, your VSL, doesn't just aggressively push products in people's faces. Nobody wants that. Instead, it scales your very best sales conversation by executing 4 specific psychological steps. First, you define the problem perfectly. Second, you break down exactly why the past solutions failed. Third, present a clear, logical path forward. And fourth, invite a clear next step. This pre-qualifies your prospects beautifully.
The sources point out this brilliant tactic here called the report card method. It's like grading. You objectively compare popular industry solutions using criteria the viewer already agrees with, things like startup cost or profit margins. Because they already agree with your criteria, they logically conclude your solution is the clear winner before you even make a pitch. Better yet, they realize they're totally capable of doing it themselves. Which brings us to section 4, mining feeder video traffic. Channeling the exact right buyers to your core asset. But wait, how do potential buyers actually find this core VSL without you dropping millions of dollars on ad spend? Well, you build targeted feeder videos. According to the sources, every piece of content should serve as either authority, education, or relatability. By building content on these 3 pillars, you're essentially intercepting specific search queries. You're catching your ideal buyers when they are already researching their exact pain points.
And this right here? This is the literal difference between amateur and pro lead generation. Instead of desperately creating traffic by chasing viral trends and gathering unqualified views, you are channeling traffic. You target specific buyers actively searching for solutions and channel them straight into your core Flywheel VSL. It's a real game changer.
Let's hit section 5, engineering trust and influence, the psychology behind high conversions.
One of our sources outlines this incredibly powerful concept called the SPCL framework. This system engineered over $100 million in sales, literally just by structuring content to guarantee a high likelihood of compliance. It means that when you finally ask the viewer to take the next step and become a lead, the structure ensures they practically jump at the chance.
So, SPCL stands for status, power, credibility, and likeness. By intentionally embedding your content with status to show you hold the answers, power to guide their behavior, credibility through real-world results, and likeness to show you actually understand their reality, you engineer profound trust. And you do all of this long before you ever ask them to pull out their wallets. Finally, Section 6, Building Your Passive Machine, Escaping Daily Operations and Claiming Your Time Back.
Okay, let's pull all this together. You've got to completely shift your perspective and treat your content like real estate. Think of it like building a rental property portfolio. Every single evergreen video you publish is a permanent asset. It pays dividends and attracts highly qualified leads for years to come, without you needing to wake up and constantly feed the beast every single day.
Here is the exact step-by-step sequence to make it happen. Step 1. Search-based feeder videos attract the exact right audience. Step 2. They funnel directly into the core Flywheel VSL. Step 3. Trust-accelerating lead magnets capture those who maybe just need a little more time. And Step 4. High-ticket conversion. This system works 24/7 to warm, educate, and convert your leads.
Because at the end of the day, as the sources emphatically point out, passive attention is passive income. If you can secure passive, high-quality attention through this content flywheel system, you have absolutely unlocked the ultimate lead generation machine. So that brings us to our final, provocative thought for this explainer. Are you going to keep renting attention, burning cash, and running yourself ragged on that exhausting content hamster wheel? Or are you finally ready to build an elegant content empire, the right funnel system that passively generates the absolute best leads you've ever had? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.